Hey guys, Zach from Joker's Trains, and I'm going to make my York video for you guys. Finally, I know I'm a week late, and I'll explain to you why. So, in the past, when I've flown, which is what I did this year, I've always had my buddy ship my stuff back to me, and it was, a pretty good sized shipping bill, which is fine. But this year, I was lucky enough to have my buddy Sam Gable. He's from Georgia. He attended the York Train show as well, and he was kind enough to bring all of my stuff back to Georgia for me. And then I met up with him in Georgia yesterday. So, that's the reason for the week delay. I had to work all week. He had to work all week. Plus, I was sick all week. So even if I had my stuff, I sounded terrible. We couldn't have made a video. It would have been horrible. It had been more crusty than normal, right? So I feel like my voice is halfway back to decent. So we can do the video now. So before I show you what I got, let's talk about my York experience. This was probably my favorite York. I've been to 5 or 6 at this point. And this was the first year I brought my girlfriend with me this year. So for all of you guys that came up to me and spoke to me, met my girlfriend, I appreciate all you guys for stopping me, speaking to me, buying the shirts, wearing the shirts at the train show. That was awesome. Taking pictures with me. A few guys asked to take pictures. I thought that was super cool. That part was great, right? Just meeting the people that watch me, that participate in the stream, that are in the Discord. It's always nice to meet those guys that hang out and support the channel and really have become pretty good friends of mine. And in most cases, I know a lot of those guys I talk to seem like, at least every other day on the Discord, so that was pretty cool. And as far as like this first time I've ever brought a girlfriend to York, so I didn't know how that was going to go. It went well. She enjoyed herself. She thought everybody was really kind, nice to her, and engaged in conversation with her. So that was cool. And she even got into the trains a little bit, So we'll discuss that in a little bit. But yeah, it was a great York as far as just the people part. I thought the train show itself was great. I thought the attendance was pretty good. I know I've seen some people say there wasn't that many people. I don't know. It seemed like there was pretty busy to me. Parking lot seemed pretty full, so I thought that was good. Good for the show. It was a little bit lack on the amount of food trucks we had this year. We had the taco truck, but they didn't take anything other than Cash App, which was kind of weird. But the food was good, and the hot dog truck was there, and hot dog truck's good. The lines for that thing was outrageous. But there wasn't as many food trucks this year, I noticed. But other than that, I thought the show was pretty good. Now, we did do a meetup at the Lower Susquehanna Club on Thursday night. I don't really call it a meetup. We did a gathering at the Lower Susquehanna Club. As always, they were gracious, had food, beverages, cold drinks for everybody. And, they're letting everybody run their trains. And the new work that they've done on their club layout is amazing. It's beautiful. Looks really good. Can't wait to see the future progress that those boys put in there. And then Friday, we did a little meetup in front of the Orange Hall. We had a pretty good turnout there for that. For all of you guys that came out to hang out Friday morning before the show opened. I appreciate that. Maybe next year, I feel like that might grow a little bit, so we may look into moving that to a more formal setting, if you will. Maybe a breakfast or something of that nature, I feel like it was starting to get a little bit more people than the lobby of the Orange Hall wanted to have in a little congregation there. So maybe we'll look into something better for that next year as that grows. So that was super cool. Every time I always say I want to do a get-together, I'm always afraid nobody will show up. But so far, you guys haven't let me down, and people show up. So I appreciate that. Now, the show itself, I said I was going to go super easy, and I was only going to buy, I said three boxcars. I did buy 3 boxcars. 3 boxcars per day. So I've unboxed everything except the freight car. All right, so first off, I want to show you, I would like to talk about something here for a second that I did not purchase. I had no idea this was happening or taking place. It was a very kind gesture from a friend of mine, John, aka Woodnot, on Discord, and my buddy Travis from Moody Locomotive Works. They got together and worked on this project for me as a gift, which I had no idea was taking place. It's a little K-Line Plymouth switcher, BNO, naturally, because why wouldn't it be anything else? But they got together as they teamed up on this project. They acquired this switcher, and Travis put Blue Nami in it, all LEDs. So this is my very first Blue Nami engine. So Travis, John, I appreciate it, man. You guys completely shocked me. I had no idea you guys were doing this for me. And this is a cool little piece that I am super happy to have in my collection. Not just because it's B&O or because it's Blue Nami, but because friends of mine thought enough of me to make a gift for me. That's super cool. That doesn't happen very often. So I appreciate that, guys. Now, on to the purchases. Now, This is not my first purchase. We got this. When I say we, is a effort between me and my girlfriend. We were at the Metka booth and looking at some of the stuff, and she saw these little sparkly tank cars. Now, naturally, if you know anything about my collection, I don't have very many sparkly things. But she really liked these little sparkly color shift tank cars. It's a Lionel car that Metka painted, and she liked it. So when your girlfriend, boys, if you take your girlfriend to a train show, and they say they like something, you should buy that. It works in your favor. So we do now have a sparkly color shift tank car, and I know Metka offers several other items like that. So I'm sure in the future we will have more of those. So. All right, another gift that was given to me by my buddy Darren Grant, he's also on my streams and on Discord, is these little, oh, almost dropped them, these little billboard, like, the holders are not here, obviously, it's the billboard itself, but it says Florida Silver Springs, another Florida Silver Springs, and another Florida Silver Springs. So I had no idea that these existed. Lionel did these back in, I don't know when. But he gifted these to me, and it was a shock. I did not know anything about this. I do know where Silver Springs is in Florida, and I've actually been there. So I thought that was pretty cool that Darren thought enough of me to know that I'm from Florida and gift these to me. I thought that was really cool, and it was I had no idea that Lionel made these. So super cool, Darren. Appreciate the gift, bud. All right, so now that we have the billboards, we were looking for holders. My girlfriend was on the lookout for the holders for them, like the actual stands. And we found this one, like a stand with another Florida Silver Springs deal. And then another Florida Silver Springs deal. And then just a normal Lionel construction kit one. We found these in the Blue Hall. They were, I don't know, she got a stupid deal on it. It was like all three for like $5 or something. But I thought that was cool. There's just little things like that, as you take somebody to a train show that isn't maybe so much into trains as you are. And the things that they find that they're interested in, and catch their attention. I thought that was pretty cool, because like me, I'm just going to look for, command control steam engines and whatever, and Atlas cars. That's what I'm going to look for. But when you take somebody else that's not a big train person, and the stuff that catches their interest, I thought that was pretty cool to see. So yeah, let's keep it moving here. Let's maybe get some more things. All right, for the first time in a long time, probably ever, at York, I stopped by Ross's booth and Ross Custom Switches and actually bought something. I bought a relay, because I got these curved switches that some of my engines like to drop sound on, so I got to put these in. And I got some composite pins, which I ran out of those. It's always good to have composite pins. I feel like those are useful to have. I thought I had a bunch more than I do, and I unfortunately don't. So, naturally, we cannot attend the York show without getting some smoke from JT's. Now, what did we get this year, boys? What did we get? Pina colada, cider house, and naturally, the blueberry trill, because if you recall my last several videos about York, blueberry trill is my favorite scent, and it's dominating right now. I can't find anything that beats it right now. So, yeah, got smoke. Now, on to what you guys are really here for, the big stuff that you saw in the picture. I mean, you saw all this stuff in the picture, but the big stuff dominates that picture. All right, so first off, we naturally, we had to stop by trains. I got friends at trains, and we picked up one of these Woodside reefers. Probably should unbox these. We saw these at the show all weekend long, and then I found two of them at trains, and I offered them a deal for both of them, and they took it. They gave me a good deal on both of them. So I have two different road numbers of those Woodside reefers, and then naturally, I got koozies from trains. They threw them in the bag. I had no idea I was getting those, so that was a little extra. And then, if you listen to my podcast, I talk about, I don't like to pay for hoppers. This is the Berwyn hopper, made for AM hobbies, I guess. But I like these cars. I don't know much about them. Every time I see them in a video, I just think they look cool, and I've always wanted some. So I got my first one. Now we need more. Shout out to my buddy Ryan Newman in the Purple Hall. He is the hall captain for the Purple Hall, I guess. He had this Burlington Northern car. I have another one of these. I saw this in one of his pictures that he posted on my Discord of his setup before the show opened, and naturally a green Burlington Northern car sticks out like a sore thumb. So I shot him a message, and he held it to the side for me until I get to York. So Ryan Newman, shout out for that, bud. I appreciate you helping me out to get in that car, and he gave me a pretty good deal. So it's always nice to have friends. And then got another B&O Atlas car. Shocker, I know. This came from the guy that was across the aisle from Trains with the big wall of Atlas Woodside reefers. Like his name, can't remember his name. The Berwyn car came from there. The B&O car and another car, and they were all 2-rail, and he was nice enough to swap them all over to 3-rail for me. That's always helpful when you have somebody do that for you. You don't have to buy the 3-rail truck, so save some money. All right, we got another Trains purchase here. This is the College Inn tomato juice cocktail Woodside reefer. Got this from Trains, like I said. I'd never even seen this car. Had no idea what this was. Yeah, it's College Inn. I had no idea. I thought it was cool. They had a couple of them, so if you were able to get one of those cars from Trains, that's cool. And we'll do our last Woodside reefer here. I do have to move the piece of paper out of the way so you can see it. All right, this one here I went ahead and took the styrofoam out of the box. This is a 36 foot reefer. Now I know you guys several of you have asked me if I like 36s over the 40s or whatever. Man, it doesn't really matter. I have so many 40s now. I won't say I have them all because I don't, but I have so many now that, you know, like, and it doesn't matter to me. Like, I buy what looks cool, and there's so many different 36 foot reefers that they don't do in 40s that you kind of got to start buying. But this is the Rainier beer from the brewing company in Seattle. If you guys watch Longmire, Walt and Longmire drank Rainier beer. I thought that was cool. So yeah, that's why I picked this up. And this one came from across the hall, across the booth from Trains as well. That guy, so he was like another one he swapped over from 2-rail to 3-rail. Now, let's talk about engines. You know, I said I wasn't buying any engines. I lied. I really lied. Bad. So, we'll just do a little running session. Like, I'll run the engines by and we'll talk about them. Instead of, I can just show you the mountain of boxes. No, we'll run the engines. So, we'll talk. I'll give you a brief rundown real quick before we look at them. Nah, hell, let's just run them. Let's get after it. All right, first up here, we're just going to go through these in no particular order of the order that I bought them in, because that doesn't really matter. But this one here is a ES44 BNSF Lionel Legacy, and it's diecast. Shout out to my buddy Travis once again at Moody Locomotive Works. Gave me a really good deal on this. Travis, super awesome of you for the deal that you gave me, and I'm extremely happy to add another diecast ES44 to my collection. This is my second one. This goes along with my Gevo, the Vision Gevo, obviously. But, you know, if you have a chance to get these diecast ES44s, I highly suggest that you do. You will not be disappointed. They run extremely well, super smooth. You know, because they are quite heavy for a diesel, especially. But they just run so well and smooth. And there's great engines. The roof comes off on this just like the Vision Gevo, and has a detailed interior. So yeah, if you have a chance, you guys might want to try and pick you up a diecast ES44. And this is my first BNSF engine, which is shocking. On to the next, boys. On to the next. Here we are. Lionel Legacy J3A Hudson. This has been weathered with the PT tender with the water scoop effect. My first engine with a water scoop effect. Another shout out to my buddy Mike Trippus at the York show. He bought this, didn't realize it was weathered. I guess they took it out of the box and it was weathered. He made me a deal on this, and I was able to get that from him. Super happy to have this. I love the fact that it's weathered. I think Harry Heike weathered it. I know some people will say Harry Heike's not that good at weathering. I don't know. I think it looks good. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. I was super thrilled to be able to get this. This was a last-minute deal on Saturday. I did not plan on getting one of these. And, yeah, this is also Mr. Muffin's custom run. So, Mike, thanks for the deal on this and working with me on getting this added to my collection. And, yeah, I'm super happy to have a weathered steam engine. Now I just need some weathered freight cars. So that'll be in the works here in the future. But this is a great engine. I think Lionel did a great job on these. And, yeah, look, I think it looks great. What do you guys think? Let me know. On to the next. All right, if you guys are been around the channel for a while, you guys need no introduction to this model. This is a BNO EM1 from Lionel. This is the TMCC version. This now officially completes my collection of the Lionel BNO EM1s that are not fantasy painted. I'm not counting the blue one because I don't have any interest in that. But of all the actual BNO EM1s that Lionel made, I have all 4 of them now, 3 Legacy, and obviously this is the 4th being TMCC. I was able to get this from a buddy of ours from the Detroit 3-railers, and he made me a fantastic deal on this. So Dave, I appreciate the deal. If you watch this video, really do appreciate the price you gave me on this, and super happy to have this one in the collection. I've been wanting to add a TMCC EM1 to my collection for quite a while. Just people think that they are worth legacy prices, and they are not. So Dave, I appreciate you working with me, and yeah, I'm extremely thrilled to have all 4 EM1s. On to the next. All right, this is the last steam engine I have. I do have a couple more engines to show you after this, but this is the last steam engine. This needs no introduction, in my opinion. This is the Lionel Vision Line Hudson from 2010. Super happy to add this one to the collection. I've been trying to get the Black Hudson for a long time, and everybody always wants ridiculous money for them. I was able to pick this up from Vince's Trains for a stupid deal. So Vince, if you happen to see this, I appreciate you helping me out. One of the great things about York is getting deals from people and making new friends, and hopefully I'll get to buy more engines from these same guys that were gracious enough to make a deal with me this year. So, but no, this is the Vision Hudson. I know the new ones are coming out, and everybody says, why don't you just wait and get the new one for a couple $100 more? I didn't want the new one. I knew what we were getting with the original Vision Hudson. This has the swinging bell. I think this is a beautiful engine. I just saw the new one at the Lionel booth at Train Fest on an Instagram video. It's extremely shiny. I much more prefer the look of this engine. Obviously, the marker lights I like on this a lot better. So I've been able to acquire this engine that I've been looking for a long time. I just didn't want to pay the kind of money that people want for these. So everything worked out. I had no idea I was getting a Vision engine when I went to York this year, and lo and behold, I got a Vision engine. So that'll do it for the Lionel stuff that I picked up. And I'll pull around some more engines here that are MTH, and let's take a look at these. I think you'll be quite surprised at what we picked up from the MTH offerings this year. So let's take a look. All right, so here we got some MTH engines. We have 3 of them. They are all lashed together currently. We'll pull them up and talk about them, right? So the first one here is a U25B MTH Premier PS3. This is the Southern Pacific Bicentennial. Me and my girlfriend we were ready to get, we were done, right? We'd bought enough stuff, and we got a great deal on all 3 of these engines, and we didn't actually know we were getting U25B. It was supposed to be 3 RS11s, but this U25B was in there, and so yeah, we got super lucky with this engine. Had no idea we were getting it. We thought we were getting 3 RS11s, and we were really only buying them because it was a good deal, and so we got surprised, and now we have 3 SP engines. But yeah, this is the Bicentennial. This came out in 2018. It was brand new. And if you guys saw my short or my reel on Instagram or YouTube, whatever, Facebook, it was on there as well. We were running all 3 of these at the club. Yeah, they were mine at that point. Well, not really mine. They were our engines. This was a group effort here. So yeah, she really likes this one. So this one won't be going anywhere for sure. And then behind that, we have two PS3 RS11s. These are obviously SP Blood Nose. These just came out in June, I believe. Brand new engine, super nice. I really like them. I'm very fond of them. I think they run extremely well, and I think they look good as a triple unit lash up. So it's a 5853 here, as you can see, and then we'll pull it up here for the last one. I got the headlight off on this one. The headlight works. I just have it off. There is 5858. So, oh yeah, I flipped the camera around. We got one more thing to show you that I completely forget about because I put the box where I couldn't see it. All right, guys, so last but not least, I got a set of passenger cars. This is the first time I've ever bought passenger cars at York. These are nickel plate road heavyweights, MTH Premier, obviously. Now, if you guys recall back, we'll call it 9 years ago, maybe 10 at this point. I don't know. I had a set of nickel plate road passenger cars I did a video on, and apparently I sold those cars. I have no memory of selling these cars, but I was looking for them, and I either sold them or when I moved, the last 2 times I moved, I just left them somewhere, which I find extremely hard to believe. So I'm going to go with I sold them. But ever since then, I've been looking for a set of nickel plate passenger cars. I've been looking for the same ones. These are not the same ones. The ones I had, I think, were made in 2014. I pre-ordered them, brand new. These were made in 2004. Fun fact, the same set popped up on eBay with no box for $300. I got these for $220 from Vince's Train, so Vince, shout out again for the great price. And extremely happy to have these. No, I'm not selling them because I can't. It took me forever to find this set. So I am not selling my nickel plate passenger cars anymore. I really enjoy these cars. These don't have people. You see there's nobody in there. I gotta put people in these. My other set did have people, but I will put people in. Not a big deal. Just order some people from somebody. But yeah, super thrilled to have these. I really couldn't believe it. I walked through Vince's Train's booth, and I was looking at the black and silver Illinois Central cars because they had the black Illinois Central diesel. I was thinking about buying that, and then set next to those cars were these cars, and I was like, oh no, we're buying nickel plate cars. So extremely happy to have these back in the collection, and yeah, we're just gonna put some people in, but that's it. So that's all I got at York. For somebody who wasn't buying anything at York, I failed at that again. But seriously, guys, this is probably my favorite York. I had the most fun socially. It's always fun when I can, take my girlfriend to a train show and she enjoys it. We did get some other pieces. We got, she really took a liking to some wind-up diecast trains, and then just a cast iron set as well that's on our in front of our fireplace now. So yeah, we had a great time. We both had a great time, and then thanks to everybody that came up and spoke to me, that supports the channel, is in the Discord, watches the streams every week. I do really appreciate it. It was super cool to see all of my shirts and hoodies. The breast cancer shirts were out in full force, and Dathan supporting the 603 shirt. So yeah, I can look forward to the April show. I'm ready to go. My wallet not so much, but it's just a great time at York, and I can't say enough good things about York. York can be two things. It can just be a train show. You walk around and go to your hotel room, or you can attend the social events and get to hang out and meet new people and friends. Get to see some of your favorite YouTubers like JD Stucks, Eric Siegel, RBP, all those guys that have the great channels and have great layouts and stuff. They were all there, and they're pretty personal. They talk to people. So yeah, it's just go to York, enjoy it, make it a social event, meet people, help the hobby grow, and of course buy trains that you don't have room to store, and then you have to buy more shelves, which I now need to do, so I should probably get on that. But at any rate, guys, I appreciate you watching the video today. Sorry for the week delay on my York haul video, and I know it's got a little bit long. I apologize for that, but I just want to show you guys everything that I bought. I had a great York. I was super proud of the stuff that I got, and looking forward to it all over again in April. All right, guys, that'll do it for this video. I appreciate all you guys watching the video. I'm sorry I'm a week late on my York haul video. Hope you guys are still interested or you're not Yorked out. But at any rate, don't forget, hit up the merch store, get a Joker's Train shirt, support the channel. I have shirts on there for the podcast, so make sure you hit up the podcast. It's O-Gauge Evolution on Spotify and Apple Music. We will have a new episode coming out. As I promised, my girlfriend wants to do an episode where she talks about a woman's perspective of York, especially as a first-time York attendee. So that'll be a pretty good podcast. I'm excited to release that one. That will be coming soon. Obviously, we've been a little bit sick, like I've said, so we've had to kind of push things back a little bit. And join the Discord. Come hang out. We got a great group of people. We just passed 250 members on my Discord, so that's exciting. We are on our way to 300. So come hang out, and then obviously we got the streams every Sunday. So appreciate all you guys supporting the channel, and until next time, I'm a hard y'all. See ya.